There's a great tradition in the arts of commenting on the role of the artist in society, and in particular, commenting on the role of the jazz artist in contemporary American society. The next song that you're going to hear is divided into 4 parts. It has 4 different movements. The first, each movement has its own poem, and the first poem is written by a man named Stanley Kunitz, and it's called The Artist. The second poem is by Michael S. Harper, and it's called Here Where Coltrane Is. And the last 2 poems are called Coltrane is Falling and Inspiration. I hope everyone knows who John Coltrane is. This song is called Our Father, Who Art, and our father is John Coltrane. His paintings grew darker every year. They filled the walls, they filled his room, and eventually they filled his world. All but the ravishment. And when voices faded, he rushed to hear the scratched soul of Mozart endlessly in gyre. Back and forth, he paced the paint-smeared floor, diminishing in size each time he turned, trapped in his monumental void, raving against his adversaries. At last, he took a knife in his hand and slashed an exit for himself between the frames of his tall scenery. Through the holes of his tattered universe, the first innocence and the light came pouring in. Soul and race are private dominions. Memories and modal songs. A tenor blossoming which would paint suffering a clear color, but is not in this Victorian house without oil in 0-degree weather and 40-mile-an-hour wind. It is all a well-knit family, a love supreme. Will oak leaves pile up on walkway and steps, Catholic as apples, in a special mist of clear white children who love my children. I play Alabama on a warped record player, skipping the scratches on your faces over the fibrous conical hairs of plastic under the wooden floor. And dreaming on a train from New York to Philly, you hand out 6 notes which become an anthem to our memories of you. Oak, birch, maple, apple, cocoa, rubber. For this reason, Martin is dead. For this reason, Malcolm is dead. For this reason, Coltrane is dead. In the eyes of my first son are the browns of these men and their music. A metal trash can lazily slams against the curb, and Coltrane is falling from the window above, sheets of rain coming down. On most nights, footsteps echo off the concrete, haunting the alleyways. Ghosts lurk around each corner, waiting. But tonight, red and white strobes echo the sounds of bullets in light, bullets that fell like so many shards of broken glass, cutting the warrior down. The cops gaze at the shrouded warrior, still twisted as he'd fallen, shake their heads like rattles and do their ritual dance. Nearby neighbors sit like statues, frozen in the shadows of pulsating night, unmoving, unmoved. Having seen this movie before, a voice rises from the audience, overwhelming the ceremonial din. Here lies John Doe, the unknown soldier of the inner city, a lieutenant in the underground army, killed in battle in the middle of our streets, in a crossfire for survival. And train school note drops crash into the hot city's core. Jazz, steam, standing, no, leaning into the night. In the follow spot beneath the streetlight at the center, the glow emanating from him absorbs him. Searching for truth to quench a hunger that reaches up to his eyes, pulls the lids down and churns. Music. Fusing the synapses, connecting the dots, showing the completed circle, almost visible. Music. Well, heartbeats seemingly bebop, stop, ping at the perimeter. Grounded by the weight of his humanity. Well, free men carry the burden of their thrown off chains. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.